Stitching May, or Megan, here to do my video. I didn't think I was going to get to come and do the video this week because we've had some crazy stuff going on. It was my husband's birthday last weekend, so I didn't get a lot of stitching done. We had 2 games, we had a field trip to the aquarium, my husband's had the deadly man cold, and I've been off work, but then we've been going back and forth with people, with contractors, to get some flooring done. This house has needed flooring since we moved in. We're finally getting it done now that my son's older. Could not get a estimate that we could appreciate. So now my brother and my husband have decided that they're going to put it in. My brother's done a lot of flooring, so they'll do fine. But it's just been kind of a whirlwind. Needless to say, I did complete last week's homework. I haven't completed this week's homework yet. I'm going to try to tonight. We'll see. And then there's a special event going on that I want to complete. I don't think I'm going to be able to do both. But it is what it is. I don't know if I want to skip on the homework or if I want to do the special event. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I do have some stitching. I don't have any finishes. I have a lot of progress to show you. I hope I got all of my projects to show you. Because I do have a pretty good amount of progress to show you. And, let's see, do I have, I think I have one more. No, this there, that's there. And I got everything to show you. And I have just a little bit of haul. I have a gift. I forgot to get the gift. I'll have to insert the gift at the end because I forgot to grab it. I have it put away. I just haven't grabbed it yet. Where is it in here? I think I even, look at that. I have everything I'm supposed to show you. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so first of all, the last thing that I was working on my video last week was I had to finish up 80 stitches of On Starry Night in order to finish the piece for Prairie Schooler in Stitchopoly. So this is where I was before On Starry Night when I ended my video. I don't know if I took a picture. I'll have at least a still shot. And this is where I am now. And as promised in my last video, I'm able to show you this in its entirety because it's not on the Q-Snap anymore. That's gonna knock over my drink. Guys, I've done this for so long and I still have issues of where to put things. This is where I currently am on Starry Night. And again, this is my all over progress. There we are. So I have this entire half finished. This will go out to about here, I think. So I'm almost 3/4 of the way done. Would that be 3 if it's half of a half? A quarter? It's a little more. 2 and 3/8. I don't know. 5/16. I don't know. Anybody that knows me in real life will tell you that I cannot measure. So this is how close I am to being finished. However, when my husband and I were measuring our house, the rooms, we did pretty good getting close to the amount of material we would need before we had the estimates come out. We were closer than I thought we would be. He helped though. Okay, fine. It was really him measuring. I'm just taking credit for it. And then I got to, so that was for my divination class. For Study of Ancient Runes, I did Abbey Lane Designs because these are, after all, runes. Now, I have worked on this again. So let me show you, first of all, where it was before I touched this at all. And then I'm going to show you which motif I worked on for divination, and then I worked on this again this week. So this is the motif that I finished the last time. And let me see, I was going to tell you guys, just in case you wanted to know, all of the colors that I've been subbing out. So let's see here. I have them written down. Somebody had asked somewhere. Okay, you know what? I'll have to do that the next time I have it off of the, I'll do that the next time I have it off of the Q-snap. Because I'm currently working on this one and I'll have more progress next week on this piece. So that's what I'll do. This is what I'm currently working on now. So to kind of jump forward, this week's homework was Bogart practice. So you had to do 500 stitches on something that was scary and then 500 stitches on something that made you happy. This color right now is making me happy. My son, ooh, earthquake, sorry. My son picked out this color for me for the next, I'm letting him, I've decided that he gets to help me pick out each color. I do kind of go, okay, one of these 5 colors. That way it's in the shade family and then I let him pick out which one. But he picked out that color for this motif. And I had started it when for the Ancient Ruins homework. And that color made me so happy that whenever I had to do something that made me happy this week, I chose this one. So I hope to get about 300 stitches more on this tonight and then go from there. We will see. That's my goal. But if I get that done, then I will show you this next week. My stitching for next week is going to depend on how involved I have to be in this sewing project. My goal is not very. Because I have to work more next week. Then for magical creatures, I of course decided to work on my dragonfly fairy because a fairy is a magical creature. Just in case you don't know, this is what she will look like when she is finished. This is a sow that I'm doing with Belinda or Aussie Stitcher. There we go. And this is where I was before I worked on it last week. And I did 207 stitches on this project. This is where I currently am. Now let me put it on my board. That'll make it easier. I worked on the inside of this wing. It took a lot more time than it normally would have because I was watching TV and it was a very, like, you know, part that's pivotal point that's taking all your concentration. But then there are also a lot of half stitches and quarter stitches, not half stitches, quarter stitches up in this area. So I did all of the hard stuff first where I can just fill in the other color and then skip for beads. So I'm about halfway through her first wing. And like I said, that was 203 stitches for that, which means that I did all 5 assignments for year 3, week 4 of my Magical Stitches group. School of Magical Stitches and Literature. Then I did not, like I said, I didn't work last week and it was my husband's birthday, so I kind of just stitched right through when I did stitch. So I didn't work on my black work design. And then we got new homework, and that was the Bogart homework. And you had to work on 500 stitches of something that scared you, and then 500 stitches on something that made you happy. And you've already seen my happy. It was the Abby Lane Designs. And then this is the thing that scared me. Okay, so as I was saying, sorry, my son kind of was looking for me and it got a little loud. Anyway, that completed my year 3 week 4 homework. And we moved into the new week, which was the Bogart homework. And we had to stitch on 500 stitches of something that made you scared and 500 stitches of something that made you happy. You've already seen what I was working on for making me happy. The one that I worked on for making me scared is actually a new start. This is something that I've wanted to try for a very, very, very long time. But it like since I started stitching, but it has scared me ever since. Connie enabled me by telling me about a sale that was happening in the Lakeside Needlecraft group, and it's their free Hardanger sale. And she convinced me to try this. And now she's not starting it, guys. Go to her channel and yell at her and tell her she's got to start it. Because she made me start it. But anyway, so this was something that scares me. Because Hardanger has scared me for, what, this is my 10th year of stitching, so 10 years. So this was the first installment, as you can see. And I finished the first installment. But this was my thing that scares me. Guys, there are 292 cluster blocks. Each cluster block has 5 legs. So each cluster block counts as 2.5 stitches. So I did 730 stitches on this piece. So I don't think I'm ever going to cut it. I told some of the girls that were in virtual stitchers, I spent a lot of time on virtual stitchers because my husband was sleeping and he was sick. Bless his heart. It's not been a good week. He has been, I joke with it being a man cold. My frustration is that he didn't go to the doctor when he should have gone to the doctor. You know, I'm a nurse, so I don't know anything. So I say, hey, you're sick enough to go to the doctor. I'm fine, I'm fine. Men. Anyway, so I spent a lot of time on virtual stitchers, stitching with them, and I told them that I'm not going to cut this. I'm just going to sit and pet it because it feels so cool. I don't think I'll ever be able to cut it. I'm kind of nervous about that. So this is DMC Pearl Cotton 5. That's the thicker one. And it's in DMC 500 purple, and this is just 22 count Hardanger fabric that the lovely invisible friend Gay gifted me a long time ago. So that is it for my stitching. Now, with that said, let me add up my stitches. I don't have my phone to add up my stitches. Oh, I have my handy dandy calculator though. Let me get this a little bit organized. So in all, I'm gonna kind of guesstimate that I've done about 100 stitches on an Abbey Lane for this week. That means that in all, I have done my calculator, because I like telling you guys how many stitches I've done, only for my own. Like, it makes me feel special that I've done that many stitches. I did 80 on Starry Night, 203 on Abbey Lane the first time, 207 on the Dragonfly Fairy, 730, plus let's say 120 stitches, which I think I actually got a little closer to 200, but we'll say 120. Since my last video, I've done 1,340 stitches. Guys, it is crazy. Magical Stitches is making me stitch so much, and I absolutely love the group. It's not about the points for me. Like, it's fun to get the points in the house cups. To me, it gives me a goal to focus on, and when I focus on that goal, it's like, I've got to do it, I've got to do it, I've got to do it, and then I end up completing it, and I'm getting more stitching done. Don't know how I'm not getting more finishes. I guess it's because I'm stitching on different projects, you know, kind of I'm bouncing around a whole lot, but I'm getting a ton of progress. So it's really exciting. I love the group. If you're at all on the edge about joining it and you're worried about the strict rules and all that stuff, it's not that strict. I mean, if you join the group, nobody's gonna, you know, harass you because you didn't make the homework or that kind of thing. It's just a personal goal for me. But, my phone's ringing, of course. My son's screaming for me, my phone's ringing. This is not the best video ever. But anyway, that is that. On to haul. I purchased from a guy that was selling his wife's stash, and it was called Love to Stitch. I originally ordered a different piece from him, but apparently it got lost in the mail. He then graciously just sent me an equivalent patterns. So I got this piece. It is the Butterfly Sampler by Karen. K-A-R-E-N. Originals by Karen, the Butterfly Sampler. Original production was 1981. Guys, it's beautiful. It's huge. It's hand drawn. But it's got that little butterfly there. And then these little, it's all the same butterflies, but just different color motifs and stuff. And then I got the Starry Night sampler because Olivia and Emily enabled me long ago to get this, but I didn't buy it, and then it was there, so I got it. So this is Starry Night by the City Stitcher. And then Chelsea, I don't know if y'all remember her. She did videos for the longest. Her name has changed because she got married. She's a very sweet girl. She did YouTube. She did flosstube. She quit doing it for a while. She was Chelsea Glesso, I think then. She's Olation now. I'm trying to get her to come do videos again. But she and I were talking, and we decided to do a stash swap. And she sent me her 12 of the Santa's houses. Well, I don't remember, the Santa's Village. This is Santa's house and the buttons. Candyland King Cottage, Christmas Tree Farm, the Gingerbread Emporium. You guys have seen these all probably stitched several times. Hot Cocoa Cafe, North Pole Office, Pole Post Office, Santa's Stocking Store, Elves Workshop, Poinsettia Palace, Mrs. Claus's Cookie Shop, the Reindeer Stables, and Santa's Sleigh Works. And then she also sent me this cute little flamingo notebook that I'm going to use for YouTube and flosstube notes. Maybe next time I'll have my stitches added up together here instead. But that is everything. All of my haul. I sent her some stuff. Well, I haven't sent it yet. It's packed up to send. Like I said, it's been a crazy week. But that is it for this video this week. It's been kind of fast, kind of hurried. I got to get the kid to bed. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the videos. And I'll be back next week, hopefully with more progress. Like I said, it depends on how much time this home project takes. I'm really nervous about this. I don't know why. Stuff like this makes me nervous. It's out of my control. It's out of my wheelhouse, so it makes me really anxious. I don't know. It's my house. They're tearing apart my house. Anyway, you make me nervous. It's not that it's not that they're doing it. Even if I was nervous the moment we started talking about it. Anyway, good stress though, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care and happy stitching.